Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Let's get into what's going on here. Okay, I apologize for the camera and the lighting right now. I'm still in the middle of getting this set up the way I want it. And I was in the middle of doing that and watching a friend of mine's channel, The Unacceptable Fringe, and it comes across that there's actually something happening. It is confirmed, and I will confirm it for you all right now. Here we go, audio is working. Perfect. Just making sure. So there is a critical wildfire alert that was issued, okay, as of today at 9:59 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. This issue, the description of this is as follows. The alert comes out from Alberta. This is an Alberta emergency alert. The municipality of Jasper has issued a wildfire alert. This is a wildfire. There is a wildfire south of town. An evacuation order has been issued for the town of Jasper. This area is in the effect for everyone in the town of Jasper and improvement district number 12. Everyone in Jasper must evacuate now, it says. Get your important documents, pack some clothes as fast as you can, okay? Try not to do it panicked, okay? But it is very important. Get any of your medication, documents, etc. Use Highway 16 towards British Columbia. We're going to go into details on that. Follow direction from local authorities. Bring identification, important documents, medical pets, and your emergency kit with you. It says here we will publish more information about assembly points soon. Check the municipality of Jasper and Jasper National Park's Facebook page and website for more information. All right. Now let's take a look at the route Google Maps is telling them to take. So it is official, Highway 16 between Jasper National Park and, well, at least to Hinton is shut down. Actually, they're closing everything right to Spruce Grove. They're not allowing anybody past Hinton either, it looks like. So everybody is having to evacuate out Highway 16 west to, well, you got a distance to go, that's for sure, towards Prince George. That's what Google Maps wants you all to do. I can show you right here. Here we are. So we have pulled that up. That is official, right? Right now it's looking at, if you were to drive from there, from Edmonton to Jasper right now, it's going to take you 14 hours and 16 minutes, which is usually a 3-hour drive, max, tops, okay? This is Edmonton and Calgary, and that's the red zone. Mark my words, okay? Anybody who is in the vicinity of, I would say, we don't know exactly how big this wildfire is. If they're evacuating the park of Jasper National Park and they're evacuating the town, then we need to assume that this fire can and will move quickly and could possibly have a threat towards, well, looking like Red Deer, Wetaskiwin, and the city of Edmonton, if it gets too out of control. The reason why I say this as well is because, number one, we have extreme dry conditions here. It's been scorchly hot the last few days. We are due to get rain on Wednesday, but it's not going to be enough. No, I have to double check that actually, one sec. if we are going to 100% get rain. It's never 100% actually, but I double check right now. No, sorry, Thursday and Friday. But I don't think that would be enough to soak the ground, because right after Friday, the temperature goes right back up to 26, 28, 28, and it just gets scorching hot again, pretty much. So everything that we have on the ground right now is basically like a matchbox. Yeah. Not even kidding you. You literally take an open flame and throw it at the grass, and it's going to go like that. That's how dry it is here in Alberta right now. So I cannot express this enough. Please do not throw your cigarette butts out the window right now at all. Period. Don't. Just don't do it. Really. I'm not telling you that to be a boss at you all, but it is extremely important that you don't do something like that right now. You will catastrophically fuck up everything that there is for people leaving. And it's an evacuation. Not only do we have an evacuation now here in Alberta, there's plenty of evacuations happening in Alberta, but these folks need places to go. Okay? And there's only certain roads that we can take out here out west. It's not like we have a bunch of roads all over the place, main roads. No. So once those main arteries are clogged completely, and not to mention these folks are going into an area where there's even more of a wildfire threat as well coming towards them when they're trying to leave. So please do whatever you can to not throw your cigarette butts out on the highway. Extinguish your campfires. Like stir it, water it, stir it again, water it again. Like, do not leave anything smoldering. Period. Please don't. Actually, if you just don't light any fires for the next week, please. All right? Our shit's out of control right now here in Alberta. And I fear that if we don't do our due diligence, all of us, and make it our responsibility to look after things, then this is going to happen. You're going to end up having to leave your house. You're going to have to leave everything behind, and everything's going to be uncertain, and you're going to be living in a motel for a while or an RV, right? And I'm not saying that's bad, right? But I'm just saying that's not the ideal living environment for everybody. Definitely not. And my heart goes out to those folks right now. I can't imagine having to pack up everything right now and leave. But at the same time, I'm going to have to get things together this week. I'm going to have to make sure there's a to-go bag ready to go, because if we get told that the fire is coming towards the city and we're going to have to leave from the west point of the city, at least, then a lot of us are going to have to be prepared to beat traffic, because there's only certain ways out of the city. And those places will get jammed. They'll get clogged up with people who will panic. They'll get on the highway, and then everything will be stuck. Daniel Sports comes in. What's up? This guy, of course, you know that, right? I'm just kidding. I'm being a smart ass tonight. Yeah, I'm a little hyper. I had some coffee earlier. Yeah, still a little bit on edge with all the sobriety that's going on, but it's awesome. I feel amazing. I just can't sleep. No, I was tired earlier, but no, not anymore. When I seen this alert go out, though, I felt I should jump on this quick and let everybody know, like, hey, this is what's going on. Okay, just in case people don't know, right? And this way too, if you have friends or family or relatives or any of that matter, right? Now you have a heads up. Now you have a heads up of what their situation is before they have to call you, and before they have to start calling friends or family who are east of them to maybe have a place to stay, something, because hotels are going to get full real quick. Anywhere that's east of that area, north or southeast of that area. And we're going to need centers for these folks to come at. So I'm going to presume Edmonton and Calgary, get prepared. We're going to have an influx of people come in for sure, because we usually do house fire evacuees. Check on those on your friends and family from Jasper. If you know anybody that lives in that Jasper area right now, please reach out to them, give them a call, offer up your home, because nothing is more uncertain than not knowing where you're going to go, not knowing what's going to happen. I've seen things on the news before, or social media, not news, but social media in the last couple of years, when we've had some serious fires here in Alberta, and folks are at evacuation centers, sometimes waiting in line for hours and hours to find out if they're going to get compensation money from the government, where their next housing is, like trying to get funding, right? Usually the government steps in and they fund evacuees into hotels and whatnot. But then when that time span runs out, if you end up having to stay in that hotel longer and you can't go back to your town, let's say because the threat's still there, then they have to wait in line for the government to turn around and reimburse them all over again or reapprove it again. It's just a shit show. Yeah. I felt it's my duty. It's my Canadian civic duty. Give people a heads up. As many people know right now, because we didn't get the alerts on our phone in the city. No. Which is, I'm a little bit shocked that we didn't get a heads up on it. Why didn't the Alberta emergency alert hit us too? Just to give us a heads up and a warning. Because I'm more than certain, right? Any of you who's lived in Alberta for years, you have friends in that area. You've been in that area. You know how beautiful that area is. Well, now that area's on fire. Oh, geez. Oh, man. And I was going to go there. Yep. I was going to go there and try and get away. You know, for once in a while, in a long while. I don't think I'll be doing that for a little bit. No. I might go back to see the aftermath, though. I don't want to see how bad it's going to be. Either way, I'd like to. My grandfather was a highly decorated fire captain in the city of Toronto. All right. And a lot of what brought me out here was when he passed away. Just over 10 years ago, I couldn't bring it to myself to look around at anything in the city anymore. Right? Everything would remind me about him. If I seen when I was around driving through that city in Toronto or anywhere around Toronto, if I seen a fire truck or anything, it set me off. I could have the most, I guess, half normal day or whatever, or a regular day, and I'd see a fire truck and I'd just lose it. I'd break down and cry. I'd just start, the tears would flow, and it would just happen. So I transferred out here. Point is, we have a lot of wildfire firefighters out there right now who are working tirelessly, effortlessly. I just want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I'm sure a lot of us Albertans thank you and are very grateful for all the hard work you do. Everybody who has come into Alberta to help, thank you as well. We have called in resources from the United States, from Ontario, Australia. I'm pretty sure there's a couple other places by now, and so is BC. And these folks are going to be going nonstop 7 days a week. If you can, give them a big shout out. All of you, please. Give them a big shout out. They deserve it. All of our firefighters out there, volunteer, full-time, part-time, whatever, you're heroes. Thank you so much. You know, God bless, God be with all of you. Okay, God please keep you safe. For crying out loud, we lost 4 firefighters last year. Yeah. It was Last year was the worst for firefighters lost, I believe. Please don't quote me on that yet, but I'm almost certain, right? Give them a shout out if you know anybody who's a firefighter who's fighting wildfires out here. Give them a shout out. Shoot them a text, an email, social media. Get out there. Just say thank you. Give them that encouragement. They need it. They need it now more than ever. Those those men and women are burnt out right now, and they're still going, and they're not giving up. So we need to show them love and support, because after all, they're the ones keeping us safe too. Okay. Big shout out to the men and women in law enforcement and EMS, because you're all part of it too. Everybody plays a role as a team, right? Police officers and have to help out with evacuation, with making sure that everybody's out of town. So that's dangerous. That's a high risk for their lives, because they could get trapped and stuck in a situation where they can't get out. Paramedics and EMS, because there's going to be a lot of folks who get smoke inhalation, and they're going to need to respond to a lot of calls right quick. Now, it's all hands on deck right now, people. Yep. 16 minutes in. Just wanted to give you guys all that heads up. I know the camera quality sucks. I'm doing this from an older laptop. I wanted to see a different position of things. I wanted to sit in the chair, get comfortable. I'm still trying to figure out my comfort area, I guess, of streaming. I'll figure it out on the phone. The phone has a much better camera. Yeah. Like I said, this thing's 4 years old versus the phone is 2. Stay safe and blessed. Thank you all for tuning in. Okay. I hope the message gets out there. Take care of each other. Okay. And check on your neighbors, because the next few days is going to be scorching hot too, until this rain sets in. All right. I'm out of here. Have a good night, or good day, or good morning. I know I got fans from around the world as well, but thank you for tuning in. Morning coffee. I'm not going to put a scheduled time on it, just in case I sleep a little bit longer because of the night terrors. After all, I am into day 4, right, through detox. So I still might get a night terror. I might doze off for a few more hours than normal. So there will be morning coffee with Bam. We'll do an update on what's going on. And yeah, we'll do a check-in with everybody. We'll do my sober check-in. Take care, everybody. I'm out. Bam's gone.